their household and commanded those demons to go.
There's more.
That's so important. Yeah.
This is so important because Sherry has authority. I mean, she's my pastor, and she took authority over what was bugging me, and I got better. And then Les came home, and but it kept trying to come back on. I mean, I could feel it. And Les came home, and I said, Les, will you pray? Now, Les has authority in the household, right?
Yes.
And he rebuked that thing, and my house was lickety-split clean. You could eat off the floor. There was not one screw left. Don't you love God's authority structure when it kicks in like that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Anyway,
Right.
isn't that awesome? So guys, it's time to take your authority in your household.
Amen.
Speak to the demonic.
Amen.
Take your place.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
That felt good. Are you getting it? Good. Praise you, Jesus. Okay, there's been so many others, but Brian wants to tell us about his testimony.
All right.
Woo-hoo, he's wearing them.
Well, let me first start off by saying that, when we've done the Lord's Prayer, the Lord said this is how we should pray. Now remember, the key word is this is how we should pray. Not how we pray, but this is how we should pray. Well, I had said the Lord's Prayer, and I made it my prayer, and I probably said it about 1,000,000 times. And after you say it about 1,000,000 times, you kind of lose connection with it. It just becomes a habit. And, I wanted something more special, and I'd asked about it. Because if we don't ask, we don't get. And I was doing some Bible studies when I was in the steps, and I get some passages, and it'd say refer over here, and then I'd read what it meant there, and it would say refer over here, and finally it came. And it's the hardest one, but it's my prayer. And it's Proverbs 30:7, 8, 9. It says, God, grant me 2 favors before I die. First, which is the hardest, help me not to lie. So I knew how to tell stories. I could tell you stories till your hair curls. And I lost connection with the story itself, because it just became a story, not an experience. Why I say that is because an experience happened where I have an RV and the refrigerator went out, and found out it's under recall, so I might be able to get it fixed without, but I still had to deal without a refrigerator. Spending $5 a day for ice just to keep my stuff that I had salvaged from, because when my refrigerator went out, all my meat went bad. And I was like, oh gosh, so finally I reached out and I said, Lord, I need some help. And I also told Pastor Sherry, if you can look around and see if anybody's got a little refrigerator, or maybe get a love offering to help me get past this, because this was heavy.
$140 a month for ice.
Jeez, add that up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so Lee did the envelopes. Remember all the $5 envelopes that went around, and we sewed it back into the kingdom. We did that, and I didn't get an answer. How we are. We want an answer. It's not we need an answer, we want an answer. And nothing really happened, and Pastor Sherry told me, well, we do have a refrigerator, a little ice box. Oh yeah, it was all big enough to hold a gallon of milk and maybe a couple of odds and ends, but that really wasn't much. But it still helped. So I got it home, and somebody else had another refrigerator a lot bigger, about twice the size. So I'm going to be giving that one back that she gave me. And And that was neat. And then 2 weeks ago, over in this corner over here, an angel cornered me and says, Brian, I have something for you. And they gave me a $20 bill. And I'm looking and I see these white envelopes. And I'm like, oh, I guess you get what you ask for. And proceeded to pull out the $5 along with the 20 and just $5, and it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing. And needless to say, I had enough. Well, let me say this: the angel told me that I have beautiful feet, and I need a pair of shoes. And
New shoes.
new shoes, not just a pair of shoes, new shoes. And in the total of it, there was enough to buy 3 pairs of shoes. And I kept 2 of them. And here's one of them.
And he gave the third one away.
Can't keep it.
That was more than 10%, but he gave the third one away.
That's pretty
So,
cool. Thanks, Brian.
You know, for some of us, we get new shoes. For some of